one of the things they had to do is they had to adapt. And one of their big success factors was they had clinicians working with health informatics professionals side by side throughout their various places in the United States. And they would make an adjustment and change something, and then they had a body that said, okay, we're going to make this change because we think it's going to be improvement. And the change was developed in Kansas, in a medical center in Kansas, and they were agreed that they were putting it in for everybody. So there was an agility there. So is that evaluation? Yeah, you know, that's considered part of your evaluation. Then I should have no words.
There's no more questions. Okay.
Hi, thank you. What about the quality of the software as one of the critical elements of the success of the implementation of said software?
That's implied, probably not adequately. That's implied in the infrastructure, reliable, robust, and flexible infrastructure, which includes software. But it's not explicit. Okay? It's like human interfaces, good human interfaces. It isn't always so critical. That's also not sort of explicit. I mean, the list can't be too long, right? And list all the things. And there are other things that are important. Those are the ones that I've come up with seem to be the areas that I can sort of spot. You can look at them and say, yes, we can see that that's a part of your success.
Hi, thanks for the presentation. I was wondering what your recommendations are for emerging leaders in health informatics to achieve the goals for the next 40, 50 years. Is there a path? Is there anything?
That's a very good question. That's a very good
how do you
question.
make it deliberate for action in informatics?
Yeah, that's a very good question. That's a very good question. Well, I guess the first thing that comes to mind in terms of that is to learn, continually learn, okay? And I think back to probably my first mentor, Dr. Michael Saunders, who was the man who helped me with setting up the department in the medical school. And he taught me the importance of learning more than I'd ever been taught. So he said, I don't want you staying here. You've got to go out and see what's happening in other parts of the world, in those cases in the United States. So he sent me to my first conference in 1968 in Houston. And he embedded in me the importance of reading, the importance of staying abreast, the importance of trying to continually be aware of where things were going. Okay, so he's the one who embedded in me the love of trying to keep abreast of change. Okay? So that's one piece of advice, continually learning. Okay? The other one, which is a little more personal, and I didn't learn this lesson until I was in St. Boniface Hospital, and a wise old gentleman taught me to do my best and leave the rest. And what he taught me, the way he taught me, he came into my office and he said, you're looking a little bit down. I said, what's wrong? He said, well, I said, well, we're just not making much progress. We're not moving as fast as I'd like us to move. I think we should be doing things more quickly. We should get this going, get that going, and so on. And I'd been in the hospital for a couple of years, and he said, well, how long have you been here? I said, 2 years. He said, a year ago, has anything happened in the last year since you've been here? And I said, oh yeah, we got this little system going in the emergency department, and we fixed a problem with the pharmacy system. He says, good. He said, last 6 months, anything changed? Yes. He said, yeah, we got this particular payroll system going, new payroll system going, and that was the accomplishment. And he said, well, what are you worried about? So he taught me a lesson in life, and that is to, as long as I can go home at night and say, I've done my best today, and leave everything else. And that helped me through some tough periods. We went through some tough periods in medical to school, we went through a difficult period. To say, well, I was went through a difficult period. We definitely went through a difficult period here in Victoria, both at the junior high school and at the university. And that rested with me, so that's another one. And then the other one, I guess the third one would be get involved. Get involved, okay? In other words, as I think some of the students will remember, don't ask for permission. Tell your superior what you're going to be doing. And unless they say, don't do it, don't go and ask for permission. Just get on and do it, okay? But don't do it without letting you know. But that's another.
I'm done.
So that's another piece of advice. I've seen some of our very highly successful students who are now in very prestigious positions. And some of them have been doing that, which is getting on and doing it. I can remember, I wish Dr. Thornton was here because he and I put a new computer system in his laboratory at the AAA at the time when the Ministry of Health had a ban on anything new. It was a literal ban. We were not allowed to do anything without the Ministry of Health. Well, we found a way. We didn't break any laws or anything. We just replaced the computer system with a newer computer system and no extra money, so it didn't cost the house money. But we had to do it in such a way that we didn't go to the ministry for approval. So they found out 3 months later that we had a new computer system. But it was the thing to do. And Dr. Thornton and I and another individual in the administration required it. So that's just another example of just getting on and doing it.
I just had one question. Observation of some of those countries, would this be correct to say, I've seen successful ones that started small, modest, got a result, and then incrementally scaled out. And it's sort of the evolution of the internet, for example, started that way. Would that hold with the countries you've seen that were most successful?
Yeah, I think so, Andre. I think you're right, Andre. I think that they all started, in a modest, small way. The VA started that way.
Yeah.
Denmark started that way. Spain was a little more. They had a very regional plan and intention, but they started that way. They did start that way because they started by, Spain decided to reform their healthcare. Andalusia within Spain reformed their healthcare system. And they basically said, we're going to create 1,500 primary health centers. GPs will no longer work alone. They will work in one of the primary health centers. Major reform. But then they began, and they said, okay, we'll start with these primary health centers, and we'll introduce a new computer system there. And they gradually grew. Yeah. So that's a good observation. Brian.
Dennis,
Well,
what was your biggest
Last
failure
question then.
and what did you learn from it?
Biggest failure. I guess probably one of the biggest ones that comes to my mind was it took me a long time to appreciate the importance of politics, organizational politics. So I had a couple of potential failures in Winnipeg where I wasn't sensitive to the political situation. Okay. And I still even had learned all my lessons by the time I came here. And I still don't consider myself particularly politically astute, some people are. But that probably taught me some pain, that if I'd been a little more politically astute about the small p politics inside organizations, that I would. And I can remember getting my hands slapped very badly for the way I referred to a particular physician in Winnipeg. I wasn't being derogatory, I just referred to it in a certain way, and that was not done. We didn't refer to that physician in that way. So I hadn't learned those sensitivities yet. So that's what the first thing comes to mind. Well, think some more about that, Brian.
Thank you, Dennis, again for the evaluation, conference evaluation for coffee. The session started at 4 o'clock.